Hey y'all, I ordered the Cyberpower desktop back in January 2019. The first thing out of the box is... This was my first and last purchase from Newegg.com. Up next we have the... I never used the keyboard and the mouse that came with the desktop. To be perfectly honest, I didn't even know that it came with the desktop. A few months ago, I ended up giving it to my nephew. Finally, we have the... As you can see, I'm being very careful with the desktop. I wanted to manage it very carefully and didn't want to mess up anything. Taking my camera to zoom into the product so we can have a better look of the design. On the front of the PC, you can see that there's a power button, and you can see a bit of the internal design. This is the side of the PC, nothing major. And this is the back of the desktop. There's a long sticker on the back, and it's given basic directions on where to connect the monitor. And it's a quick view of how the back of the desktop looks. Alright, now let's take a look inside the box of goodies. Like I said before, I never opened it and then I ended up giving it away. First up in the box is the... Next we have the... And finally, the... Alright, here's a few questions you should keep in mind before buying a desktop. Question number 1, RAM. RAM is short for random access memory, not to be confused with storage. The Cyberpower desktop comes with 8 GB of RAM. I think that is decent for anyone who wants to do basic things on their PC. What do you plan on doing with your PC? 3D modeling, drawing, music development, gaming, whatever it may be, it's wise to check the specs of the software you want to use. If your needs are basic, then 8 GB of RAM should suffice. But for me, I believe I need a much more powerful PC. One that has at least 16 GB of RAM. I want to do many things with my PC, which is 3D modeling and game development. With my specs now, it takes hours to render a simple animation in Blender, and Unreal Engine 4 tends to be quite laggy. Question number 2 is the processor. The processor is also known as the CPU. It provides the instructions and processing power the computer needs to do its work. The more powerful and updated the processor is, the faster your computer will be, obviously. This PC comes with an AMD FX 6300 processor at the speed of 3.5 GHz, and it features a 64-bit 6-core processor. I think this CPU is fine and fits my needs. Question number 3, storage. There are 2 types of computer storages to choose from, which is the hard disk drive, also known as HDD, and the solid state drive, which is known as an SSD. Computers with SSDs are more expensive, but their read and write rates are much more faster than computers with conventional HDDs. SSDs don't have moving parts, so they're lighter, cooler, quieter, and more efficient, and are harder to damage than a conventional drive. The Cyberpower comes with 1 TB of storage, and it offers a hybrid hard drive. It's not as good as an SSD drive, but it's a budget-friendly alternative. Alright. Question number 4. Operating system. Whichever operating system is completely up to you. I'm would say the only thing that would be important with deciphering between them is which software you'll be using. I'm not much of an Apple fan, so I'll always go with Windows, but Linux and Chrome is always an option as well. Question number 5, connectivity. I read somewhere that to future-proof your purchase, look for USB-Cs, USB 3.1 ports, and at least 801.11 AC on the Wi-Fi inside. Computers with these options may be more expensive, but you'll be set for years to come. And as usual, the more ports on the computer, the better. As for my computer, it came with multiple ports, some of which are the 8 USB-A ports, 1 HDMI port, an audio jack, etc. But it has no internet connectivity. I had to buy a USB Wi-Fi adapter to connect to the internet. And last but not least, the price. What is your budget? $500, $1,200, $3,000? As you may already know, the cheaper the desktop, the lower the specs may be, and vice versa. There's also the option of building your own PC. I might even give that a try in the future. Long story short, do your due diligence and make sure you buy a PC you'll be comfortable with. Longevity, durability, and power is the name of the game. Well, I hope this video was helpful, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, take care.